Good day, everyone. My name is Navneet Anand from VoiceAajkal, local and global. Now the Australian borders are open and international students are beginning to come back to Australia. It is not only the students who are stuck overseas, but the new students have started and showing their interest to come and study. So we thought, why not have some insight from Stefan Hofmann for Education Centre of Australia. Stefan, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Navneet. Very good to be here, and thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to your students and clarify information across as to what's actually happening in Australia and welcoming students to study in Australia.
What's your role with ECA?
Yeah, I'm the head of international sales for the private higher education division. I've been with ECA for about 2.5 years now, and look, I'm a regular traveller in and across the subcontinent, so I believe I would have met some of your prospective students in the past.
What are the institutes that we have under the umbrella of ECA at the moment?
Well, at the moment we've got a couple of different divisions. We've got the universities division, so we do have Swinburne University of Technology in Sydney. We have got Victoria University in Sydney, which we've been working with in a partnership for the last 13 years. We have got also London Metropolitan University.
That's something new.
In the UK, and also we're about to start the University of Canberra in the Hills in Sydney as well.
The courses of nursing or healthcare courses?
Yeah, healthcare courses, so that's pretty exciting. So watch this space for University of Canberra. We've also got in the private higher education division, which I'm the head of international sales for, we have the APIC. We also have the College of Health and Science, as well CHS, as well as HELI, which is based in Melbourne.
Talking about CHS and APIC, what are the programs that we are offering at the moment? So they're both with undergraduate and masters?
So we'll look at the College of Health and Science first. So we've got a Masters of Health Management, which is a 2-year program in both Sydney and Brisbane, which is exciting. So we've expanded into higher education in Brisbane, which is quite exciting for us as a group. We also offer.
So when we say Masters of Health Management, so that's basically for the medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses who have completed their studies but want to learn some of the management skills in their field itself.
Absolutely. So it's looking more of at those managerial roles within the health sector, whether it's logistics, whether it's the back of house administration. There's a lot of planning and process that happens in a hospital or medical setting before surgery or patient care actually happens.
So the duration is the 2 years.
Duration is 2 years.
What is the fee structure we're looking at?
At the moment, we're offering a 25% scholarship for health sector professionals, which takes the fees to $7,985 per semester.
7,000, so it is under 8,000 per semester. That means less than 16,000 a year for Masters of Health Services in Sydney as well as Brisbane.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's correct.
So what's the first intake that we're having?
First intake is actually on the first week of March this year. So very exciting. So there's still plenty of time to apply for that particular.
If a student applies for it, apply for the visa as well and still have not got it approved, before coming to Australia, would they be allowed to do a couple of weeks if they need to study online as well?
Yeah, we're offering that option. So at the moment, with the current situation, it is a blended approach for all of our institutes. So we do have the online study. We do encourage students to commence their courses as soon as possible, and with availability of flights, jump on those flights and continue as
Master of Health Management. Somebody with the background of MBBS, nursing, or something similar to it. Intake, the first one is starting in March, Sydney and Brisbane. How many intakes a year that we're looking
There's
at?
3 intakes per year, and it follows the traditional model. We have March, July and November. And I'd just like to correct, the price is actually $7,485, so even better.
So the price is not even under 16, so it is under 15 per year.
Yeah, correct.
Right. So is that only for the March semester, or is it going to be there for the...
That's for 2022. What we've decided as a little bit of a thank you for the healthcare sector workers, as a bit of a thank you for what I guess the sacrifices that they've made during the COVID period. A bit of a thank you and a bit of a launch to get into the market as well is to provide a scholarship for the health support workers.
I think the sense of satisfaction that we get by giving it back to the community in whatever way it is a tribute to all those COVID warriors, I call them as well. APIC.
APIC, yes.
What programs do we have and where do we run them?
Okay, so very exciting. Where do we have it? Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane. So the students have got a variety of different options across the east coast of Australia. We are expanding. Our first intake for Brisbane is on the 14th of February in 2022. Which is very exciting. So once again, expanding into Brisbane, into the higher education space. We're also well established within Sydney.
So what other courses do we have? So it is management courses, or do we have a blend of information systems or IT?
Yeah, so in the undergraduate space, we've got a Bachelor of Business. We have a Bachelor of Business Information Systems. We've just recently launched MBA. So our first intake for that will be...
That's for 2 years program? Or?
Two years program, and a Masters of Project Management and Business. We are going to be launching another series of courses in the very near future, which will be very conducive to your students, Navneet.
And what are the fee structure we're looking for undergraduate program versus the postgraduate programs at APIC?
So for the undergraduate programs, we're looking at for offshore students. For the first year, we do have tuition fees per semester of $7,880 per semester. In the second year, we're offering a scholarship for the students, which takes those undergraduate fees to $6,000 per semester.
So that is basically for the loyalty to be with the institute and continue and complete their qualifications.
Absolutely. So a very big part of what we do, we not only want to welcome the students, we want to see them graduate as well.
If a student comes to study in Sydney, for some reasons he got a family or friends or relatives and he changes his mind to go from Sydney to Brisbane or Melbourne, can he change the campuses in between the same courses?
Yeah, absolutely. So our friendly student services team will be able to make those arrangements accordingly.
Before I conclude, what would be your message to all incoming students?
All incoming students, just thank you very much for your patience. It's been a very interesting 2 years leading up to this conversation with yourself, Navneet. I think Australia is ready, willing and able to welcome back international students into our communities. They're a very, very, very important part of our city vibrancy and international experience that we have as a city, as a country, in terms of diversity and internationalization.
Having 2 years of difficult times all around the globe, I think pandemic is almost over and we're going to live with a situation, we call it endemic. Hope sustains life and we see borders opening up and they stay open forever from now onwards. Finally, what's on your wish list?
What's on my wish list? I think, personally, I've kind of missed greeting the students internationally, going through India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan, wherever the case may be. Greeting the students, greeting the parents, welcoming the students onto campus. So we're ready. Our campuses are ready. We've got fantastic facilities to welcome students to guide them through to a successful career.
Thank you so much, Stefan. I understand you have a busy schedule once again. After 2 years, you need to be back in your office as soon as possible. So I won't hold you much. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
जी हाँ, आज हमने की स्टीफन हॉफमैन से बातचीत और मैं आपका नवनीत. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
One-stop answer to your Australian education and visa matters. Gemco Sydney. Dream big, achieve big.
Fiji Times. Be with the times.